This is Battle Ready Bible, where every verse is a weapon. Last time, we walked through the furnace of 40. Today, we unravel a code so woven into Scripture, it beats in its very heart. The number 7, a divine echo from Genesis to Revelation. Completion, judgment, rhythm. By the end, you won't just see 7. You'll feel it pulsing through your life. 6 days, the universe is forged. Galaxies spun. Life sculpted. On the 7th, the Almighty pauses. Centuries later, revelation erupts. 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. Each one, not chaos, but countdown. The walls of Jericho, they didn't fall by might. They fell by pattern. 7 days, 7 priests, 7 trumpets, then collapse. Even Jesus, in his last breath, speaks with divine precision. Not 5, not 10, exactly 7 final phrases, each one a declaration, a fulfillment. This isn't numerology. This isn't coincidence. This is architecture. 7 is a sacred sequence, a divine cipher. From Genesis to Revelation, God doesn't just act, he patterns. And once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Because 7 isn't just a number. It's how heaven counts completion. Number 1, the creation code. Genesis isn't just a story, it's a structure. 6 days, God speaks the universe into existence, with order, intention, cadence. But it's the 7th day that seals it. Why not 8? Why not continue creating, adding, expanding? Because 7 is the finish line, not the end of doing, but the beginning of being. On the 7th day, God, the source of limitless power, chooses stillness. Not because he needed rest, but because he was modeling a divine cycle. 6 days of purpose, 1 day of pause. This isn't productivity advice. It's prophetic architecture. God was designing a rhythm, not just for the cosmos, but for you. 6 days of intensity, 1 day to reset, to recalibrate, to remember who the source is. 7 isn't just how God ended creation. It's how he made it whole. 6 plus 1 doesn't just add up, it completes. Number 2, creation pattern to judgment structure. The number 7 didn't vanish after creation. It resurfaces, like thunder rolling back over the earth. Only now it's not creation, it's confrontation. In Revelation, 7 is the rhythm of judgment. 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. Each one unleashes a new wave of divine justice. This isn't wrath on a whim. This is a judicial system of heaven. Structured, timed, exact. A heavenly countdown calibrated to the number 7, the number of completion. Just like God built the world in 7, he now cleanses it in 7. Jericho wasn't just a battle, it was a blueprint. 7 days, 7 priests, 7 trumpets. Why? Because God was teaching. What he builds in order, he judges in order. Judgment doesn't break the pattern. It confirms it. Just as creation unfolded with holy rhythm, so does divine reckoning. The same hand that formed the world is the hand that now fights for it. In the end, judgment isn't chaos. It's choreography. And the conductor's number is 7. Number 3, the cross and final words. On the darkest day in human history, even then, God kept the pattern. Jesus, hanging on a Roman cross, doesn't speak out of pain or impulse. He speaks with precision, with purpose. Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. Forgiveness is the first word, not condemnation. Forgiveness. Today, you will be with me in paradise. Even in agony, he is still making room for others in glory. Woman, behold your son. Son, behold your mother. Family isn't forgotten, even as he carries the sins of the world. 3 statements of love, of connection. But then the 4th. My God, why have you forsaken me? The weight of all sin, all separation, spoken in divine isolation. I thirst. The Creator needing water. A king choosing to lack, so we could overflow. It is finished. The mission, the debt, the curse, all of it finalized in 3 words. Father, into your hands. I commit my spirit. a son returning home, the final note in a divine symphony, 7 final declarations, 7 divine pulses that echo from the cross through eternity. God rested after creation. Jesus rested after redemption. Creation was completed in 7 days. Salvation was spoken in 7 sentences. This is not a coincidence. This is divine symmetry. 7 isn't just a symbol. It's a signature of God written in blood and glory. Number 4, personal divine rhythm. The world tells you, grind harder, do more, rest later. But heaven whispers something different. 6 days of doing, 1 day of being. This isn't laziness. It's alignment. Alignment with the rhythm God wired into creation itself. Work is sacred. Effort is holy. But without rhythm, it fractures you. That's why God built in resets. The Sabbath every 7 days. The sabbatical year every 7 years. Leviticus 25, the 77s in Daniel, divine movements unfolding across generations. Maybe you've been stuck in a cycle, the same battles, the same burnout. Could it be that you've stepped outside the rhythm? If life feels like a loop, that might not be failure. It might be invitation. Sometimes God won't move you forward until you rest, because rest is faith in motion. 6 days of effort, 1 day to listen, and maybe, just maybe, the next step you're looking for is waiting in the stillness. Number 5, 7 at the end, Revelation's divine loop. The Bible doesn't just start with the number 7, it ends with it. In Revelation, 7 reappears like an old friend, only now it's not woven into earth, it's enthroned in heaven. 7 lampstands, the churches. 7 stars, the angels of those churches. 7 spirits before the throne. What began in Genesis, creation, rest, rhythm, is now crowned in Revelation. Glory, judgment, eternity. 7 isn't just a pattern. It's a loop, a divine circuit that connects the start of time to the end of days. This number isn't about numerology. It's about God's fingerprint on the flow of history. The Bible begins with 7 and ends with 7, a divine bookend, a master design, and in between, your story. Because 7 doesn't just wrap things up, it marks the moment God begins again. Next time on Battle Ready Bible, we unlock how 7 doesn't just speak to heaven's design, but to the cycles of your own destiny. The Bible isn't just meant to be read, it's meant to be lived. And the number 7, it's more than ancient math. It's your rhythm, your prophecy, your pattern. So don't just scroll past scripture. Step into its timing, live its cycles. And if this stirred something in your spirit, subscribe and ring the bell. Because here at Battle Ready Bible, we don't chase trends. We decode patterns that shape destinies. Next time, we take the 7 code off the page and into your everyday walk with God.